document cannot be seen to be a document that people of the state by the president. Good morning, Robert Mada, the farmer.
All right, thank you very much. People keep referring to that document, but let me make an example. We have some sort of gentleman agreement where we think the presidency should be rotated, right? I don't think constitutionally it says that the president must come from this area for 8 years and then move to that area for another 8 years and then move to another area for that 8 years. I don't think it's written, but there's an agreement of such nature. And there are people who argue that that agreement is not constitutional. And so you cannot say that somebody acted out of term or did something wrong because they did not act outside of the law. If you look at that and look at the what many would call an agreement or the role of the president in all of this, trying to play a father figure and resolve the issues in Rivers State. Some have came up with the argument that you cannot say it is unconstitutional. It is neither here nor there, in the sense that it wasn't even being done from the perspective of let us look at what the law says. It's more like, let's try and settle your differences, and this is it. Now, it was interesting words that came from the Labour leader in Rivers State yesterday, and I think I've told everybody that, and I'll keep saying it. No matter how much you complain or say anything, if the thing is unconstitutional, in quote, then the governor would not sign, or the governor would tell Rivers people. But so far, so good. No authority from the Rivers State government has said that it is out of place. And if they accept it and they think it is fine, and I think we should drop it and move on with the government now. And this is it. The governor has accepted it. We drop it and we keep looking forward. And I said to you, 5 months' time is when we can come back and say, okay, for now, let's take a commercial.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Dailies. My name is Ifeemi Andrew, still the newspaper review segment of the Morning Crossfire. And on the Punch newspaper, LPG marketers demand waiver implementation. CBN probes banks, POS operators over Naira scarcity. Okay, that's interesting. CBN probes banks, POS operators over Naira scarcity. Another one says Tinubu threatened Fubara to sign resolution. Ex-commissioner alleges. That you would find on the Punch. A Port Harcourt refinery to process 60,000 barrels daily after repairs. That is also on the Punch newspaper. Passengers storm train stations. Interstate luxury buses cut fares. You know, it's a 50% slash. It was something that was signed in by the Minister for Mines and Steels. Minerals, I beg your pardon. Some people have their questions around that, by the way. I'm one of them who look at that policy and I'm trying to understand how effective it will be. But for many people who would be traveling using those buses, well, the good news is you get to pay just 50%. Another headline says $11 billion judgment. P&ID loses bid to appeal Nigeria's victory. That you would also find on the Punch newspaper. If we go on to the Vanguard, this one says into signing peace pact. That is also on the Vanguard. Naira scarcity. CBN accuses banks, POS operators of hoarding cash, threatens sanctions. I understand the CBN saying this, but then my rational thinking comes in and I'm saying POS operators need to make money. So they would hoard the cash and not make money after spending money to get the cash. The banks need to do their business. That's how they make money. So why would they hoard the cash? The only person we've never seen anytime this happens say, oh, we did not or we have not, is the CBN has never said we did not give out enough money or we did not print a lot of money. There's always someone to blame. And that tells me a lot, especially when we always have to blame another person. It's a critical situation and I think it should be dealt with so Nigerians can have access to monies. I mean, similar thing was said during the Naira redesign. I mean, the CBN pointed to the banks, and guess what? After all was said and done, and the bank said all it said, the court said all it said, and now we were good to use both currencies, we still did not find we did not see new Naira notes, and we did not see new redesigned Naira notes. I don't know the last time you saw Mint a new Naira note in circulation. I'm not talking about the redesigned one, even the old one. When was the last time you saw a new one of that in circulation? So I think we still, as much as the CBN would accuse banks, we still have to just think about it. 0817 923 0007. 0817 923 0007. You can also call 0817 923 0003. Another headline on the Vanguard you would find interesting is this one. It says Empower beneficiaries have started receiving arrears. Better Edu. Okay. And the unemployment rate rises to 4.2%. All right. People for Empower, have you been receiving arrears? We need to find out. Let's go to the phone lines quickly. Ikechi is from Eneka. Good morning. Let's get to hear from you now.
Yes. Good morning, Ifeemi Andrew.
You're welcome.
I would like to comment on Naira scarcity. CBN blames banks. This was the same thing that they did in the Emefiele time. We are seeing another repeat on the beat. Now, to personally say that the banks have to make money, the POS operators have to make money, but the whole thing is coming from CBN. So, did you know that in some banks, they are giving people 2,000 naira? The worst of it all is that they said it was a CBN directive. A bank person was telling me the other day that CBN directed them not to give money. So how are you people now blaming the banks? On top of that, you cannot even make certain transfers with your foreign currency unless you're a worker in oil and gas. All these are recent CBN directives. I have said it over and over again. CBN governors need to be monetarists, economists. Yemi Cardoso is not a monetarist. He is a stockbroker and a banker. What we need is a monetarist. Someone who understands the economy and how things run. This shows the failure in how we run this nation. There's nothing more I'll say about that.
Okay.
Mr. Ikichi.
All right, thank you very much. Uche Ken from HA, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Let me look at Governor Sim Fubara gifted cars to the remaining commissioners, and the Gubolo people read communique rejecting the 8-point resolution. I would like to advise Governor Sim Fubara this morning to please, sir, be consistent in your word to avoid indirect throwing the state into deep crisis. How do I say so? Commissioner of Information has told us that Governor Sim signed the 8-point resolution because he's man of peace. And in that 8-point resolution, there was a place he signed to bring back the commissioners that willingly resigned because of the crisis. Instead of implementing what he signed, he has rushed to purchase cars to the remaining commissioners. Are we not seeing something fishing out? And under his watch again, Evans PP has issued a communique rejecting the resolution he signed. I believe he should come up to condemn all these things. In one of the communique Evans read, he said, Edith Nehie is the speaker. Let me tell them, Edith Nehie was in that meeting. That was why he has refused to say anything. Please, conclusively, Sir, when people come up to say you did not sign or you signed under duress, there is still need for you to come up to condemn it than to allowing the state throw into oblivion and you claim you are a man of please, I don't like it. Let me take a bow.
All right, Uche Ken, thank you very much. Well, I'm just hearing from you saying that Edison here was at that meeting. This is what I've always said, and I will say it again. The person in the eye of the supposed storm, which is the governor, has not said otherwise or said anything contrary. So I think until the governor says something or someone in government says something on behalf of the government, we have to take this for what it is. And to also put into perspective, the agreement did not say the governor called back. He said those people, their names should be resent to the assembly and then their appointments, approved again. So if they willingly resigned, what it simply means is they have to implement the process of coming back to present themselves. If they were sacked, I think it would be easy for the governor to say, okay, come back. But they willingly resigned. So what that means is the process to which they were nominated and then the assembly looked at them and approved their nomination and then they got appointment, their names were approved, okay, you can now be commissioner for this and that. They have to go through that process again. If I'm not mistaken, that was what was in that resolution. It didn't say the governor should call them back because the governor did not sack them. They resigned. Abinoye in Abua, good morning. Temple is in Rumomasi, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Ifemi Andrew. How are you doing this morning?
Fantastic. Go ahead. Good morning to you.
Yes, so I think I would say the NNPC confirming the mechanical completion and gas flaring in the Port Harcourt refinery is indeed a very good one. As we expect an optimal production in subsequent days, probably 2024. And I want to quickly say the very distinguished Ifemi Andrew. The last my check, the Honorable Commissioner, Mr. Joe Johnson, is the image maker of River State government. and that portrays that whatever he says is from the opinion, or probably from the actions and inactions of the governor. And I want to quickly appeal to some of us here, because the last time I said, one cannot say you are a Christian but you don't believe in the Bible. If you are truly a lover of Governor Singh, a supporter of Governor Singh, one who believes in his socio-economic matters, I think at this point in time, I want to appeal to them, please, with immediate alacrity, concur with the peace of the governor until he said otherwise. But for now, I still believe and confident that he signed it for the peace and for the progress of River State. And for the task he gave to the commissioners, for me, it is a welcome development, and that will enhance their optimal performance. But it's very distinguished CBN. But those of the commissioners who honorably resign, some of them say of personal grant, conscience, and all the rest of them. If they come back, is their integrity and their reputation not on the line? Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Temple. That would be for them to decide. I don't think we can decide that for them. It is for them to decide whether they would feel comfortable working again or not. And hopefully they would. I think they also owe Rivers people and some sort of, explanation to this. What exactly? So people have a direction. Do they want to come back? Have they tried to? Okay, this is what the agreement said. Oh yeah, let's implement what the agreement said. Have they submitted their names again to be considered for the commissioner, the office that they willingly vacated? Well, it's just a lot. Unless there are things that people are not telling us. Beyond that, on WhatsApp, Governor Sim gifted cars to the remaining commissioners. My question is, will he give to those who resigned? We can't know until they become commissioners again. The ones that resigned are no longer commissioners. So when they become commissioners again, then we can tell whether he would give them or not. This one says, how can all the banks withhold cash at the same time? This excuse from the CBN is funny. The government is always in a hurry to put the blame on others, which is very deceitful. The CBN gives the banks enough money. The banks will definitely disburse them. It's deceitful from the CBN. Tonye sent that message. All I can say is, anyone who is always quick to blame another person when things go wrong, I mean, you know what that means. Then you're not ready for change. If the allegation of the CBN against the banks and the POS operators on the issue of the present cash scarcity in the country is true, the bank should be seriously sanctioned. It's so painful that banks are selling cash to POS operators to the detriment of the masses, and some banks limited their customer withdrawals to 5,000 naira only, making living difficult with this festive period. Milka Monday. I've been to some banks. I have bank accounts too. I have friends in banks. I have people who run POS businesses, and I also go to them. I have friends who have POS stands all over, and they don't have cash. So how do we explain that? I have friends who work in banks who don't even have cash. So now it's a huge problem. Who is telling the truth and who is not? I would say, if we think from a place of common sense, would banks have cash and not want to give it out? Because they make money. Alfred in Emoha, good morning. Okay, let's go to D-Line. Frank, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jimmy.
Welcome.
David Bree said Governor Fubara signed the peace accord under force. Nobody forced Fubara. The last time I checked, Fubara is an adult. So if Fubara signed the peace accord, he does not sign it under force or duress. He signed it because he loves River people. He needs peace. If signing the peace accord will bring the lasting peace we are yearning for, so be let people forget about this. Don't sign this thing. Why should you sign? That thing will bring more problems. Please, we need peace to stay. Let people making other comments should stop now. Embrace this peace. Then people are telling us that you protect the interests of River State. Yes, I know that is why he has gone to Anthony to visit the road that is ongoing. And I believe he will do more for us. This is my comment this morning. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, JJ from Rumigbo, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, go on, JJ.
Our governor said he will protect the interest of Rivers people anytime, any day. That's the governor speaking. He has protected interest and he will continue to protect interest. promotion was not done for over 15 years. He has done that, paid, and he has paid new salary. And you can hear the rave of town right now, the 100,000 bonus for every civil servant. Andrew, can you beat that? Then CBN blaming this one, blaming that. That was exactly what happened the other time. So people are hoarding this cash. The CBN, who has the power, cannot do anything they want me to do. That's why they are complaining to me. And those commissioners that got cars, I say congratulations to them, because our people say that it is patience that makes it to be taller than that, because it's there, people are bringing everything and they are shaping it and they become taller. You even need excavator to bring down the hill that they have become. So those that resign, well, I don't know anything about them, but this one, congratulations to you guys. Thank you.
All right, JJ, thank you. On X, at Chidi_Everly says, Naira scarcity. At Doom Manuel Prince on X says, compliments of the season. Sir, I want to remind all that is concerned that the power of the people is much greater than the people in power. We reject the 8-point resolution. He sent that one in from Port Harcourt. Let's see if we can take some more messages on X. Another one. Okay, I think we took that one already before. We'll see some of the messages on Facebook as well.
Thank you very much, my lovely brother.
Quickly.
First of all, I want to congratulate the Golden Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Satin Fubara, for giving our car to the remaining commissioners. Just like what JJ said, patient dog is the fattest wound. My brother, you resign, and they say you should come back. That has happened before. It has never happened before. Andrew Femi, as I'm talking to you, want to start have this Abo Road, back of St. Mary's. Work is going on. I'm very, very happy. Rivers State is booming. Look at Anthony Opopo Nkoro Unity Road. Look at what is happening there. The governor said he would defend Rivers State. My brother, it has never happened. 100,000 for civil servants. It never happened before. I was born and brought up in Rivers State. And you're telling me to call commissioners back who resign, voluntarily resign, and should come back. I know the governor signed it, but he will not implement it. Rivers will block government house today. Let the governor come and tell us something. Governor is a peaceful governor. Whatever way he go, I go. But that signing, I believe he signed it. But to bring those commissioners back and the former assembly members back, no, it will not happen. Rivers will not take it.
All right, Ida, thank you very much. On Facebook, God's Time Elemoa says, if Sim is not happy with the resolution, he should come out and say it. Thank God Ability on Facebook says, no more going back to PDP, says cross-carpeting APC lawmakers. How would they work with Governor Sim if they have decided not to go back to their original party, the PDP? There's danger in front. All right, we'll go for a commercial now. Stay tuned. We'll return after it.
As the Christmas bells ring,